Every morning at precisely 7:45, a young girl no older than 10 entered via the quietly jingling bell above the diner door. She was always by herself, sneaking into the same corner booth with her head lowered, eyes downcast, and never saying a word. She just pointed to the kids' pancake special. Maya, a kind waitress in her late 20s, saw her right away. She saw the girl's big hoodie, the frayed backpack slung over her shoulder, and the shoes taped at the soles barely holding together. There was a quietness about her that spoke louder than words. Maya began bringing the pancakes with a little extra syrup and a dollop. Oh, Maya never asked questions. She never wanted to make her feel small or pitted. She just wanted her to feel seen. The other customers barely noticed the girl, but Maya saw everything, the hesitation in her hands, the way she clutched her fork like it might vanish, the hunger in her eyes. She tried to hide. It was clear this girl was carrying a weight far too heavy for someone her age, and every morning Maya was determined to lighten it, if only for a little while. It didn't take long for Maya to realize the little girl often came up short on the bill. She'd dig through her pockets, counting coins with trembling fingers, sometimes coming close, sometimes not. But Maya never let her struggle. She'd smile, gently place her hand over the receipt, and say, "You're good, sweetheart," before walking away. The register never balanced quite right on those mornings, but Maya always made up the difference out of her tips. She never asked where the girl came from or why she was always alone. It didn't matter. What mattered was that the child had a warm meal and a safe space, even if just for 30 minutes a day. Maya treated her no differently than any other customer. No pity, no probing, just kindness. After eating pancakes one morning, the child stayed a little longer than normal. She glanced up, her eyes shining, not with tears, but with a deeper sense of hope. And then, in a voice so quiet that Maya nearly missed it, she muttered, "Thank you." Just once, that was all. Maya paused, stunned by the quiet power of that word. It wasn't just about pancakes. It was for every morning someone had seen her without judgment, helped her without asking for anything in return. The girl didn't stay to explain. She just slipped out the door like always, leaving Maya standing still, heart full. In that moment, Maya knew her small act of kindness was the only comfort that girl had in her world. The morning felt colder than usual. The bell above the diner door chimed. But it wasn't her. Another customer, a man in a business suit, then another, still not her. Maya brushed it off. Maybe the girl was running late. But when 7:45 passed, then 8 o'clock, and the booth by the window remained empty, a quiet unease crept into Mia's chest. The next day came no sign of the girl. And then another. Maya tried to keep smiling, refilling coffee cups and scribbling down orders, but her eyes kept drifting to that lonely stool by the window. She had never asked the girl's name, never asked where she lived. Now she was gone, and Maya was left with silence and a 100 questions she'd never dare to ask. Had someone found her? Was she okay, safe? Had Maya missed a sign? Something small, something urgent? Her mind raced with possibilities, each one heavier than the last. She told herself it wasn't her place to worry, but her heart refused to listen. That corner booth became a shadow. The syrup bottle she always grabbed first, the napkin folded just the way the girl liked it, all sat untouched. Maya caught herself glancing at the door every morning at 7:45, hoping to hear the soft jingle and see that familiar shy face. But there was nothing, just the aching quiet of someone who mattered more than she realized until they were gone. When the morning silence broke, 2 weeks had sluggishly passed. Outside the cafe, a sleek black SUV with tinted windows shining in the early morning light came to a stop. The bell above the door rang sharply, and a tall guy wearing a pricey suit entered, accompanied by 4 intimidating bodyguards. The diner's hum of chatter subsided to silence. Maya spotted the small girl, wearing the same hoodie and had the same quiet eyes, peeking out from behind the tall guys. She appeared cleaner, but she still had that same wary expression, as if she wasn't sure if she was truly secure. Maya caught mid-pour at the coffee station and paused. The father approached Maya after fixing his gaze on her and asking, "Are you the one who helped my daughter?" in a low but shaking, emotional voice. Maya, who was hardly able to speak, nodded slowly as her heart was racing. He looked back at the girl who nodded the smallest, his face softening, and he murmured, almost whispering, "I'm her father, and I had no idea." She ran off from her security, said she just wanted to feel normal. "And you were there for her when I wasn't." Maya's eyes welled not from pride, but from the weight of understanding. Her simple acts, serving pancakes with extra syrup and warmth, had meant the world to someone. And now the girl wasn't just a mystery or a memory. She was standing there alive, safe, and finally seeing the diner felt surreal. Conversations had resumed in hushed tones, but all Maya could hear was the father's voice. He explained everything. He was a billionaire, constantly surrounded by risk, forced to make hard choices to keep his daughter safe. She had been placed under strict protection, isolated from the world, from simple joys like sitting in a booth and ordering pancakes. She had run away just for a taste of freedom, and in that fleeting rebellion, Maya had become her anchor, a stranger who offered no questions, no pressure, only warmth and extra syrup for those mornings the girl hadn't felt like a billionaire's daughter. She had just been a kid. The man took out a checkbook, offered to pay Maya a reward or change her life, but Maya only smiled and shook her head. She was just a kid who needed pancakes, she said gently, that's all. His eyes glistened as he pulled out a small, sleek card and gave it to her, saying, "This isn't a reward. It's a door to a better life if you want it." Maya looked down at the card, which was simple, elegant, and powerful in that moment. The weight of every silent morning, every quiet thank you, came full circle. She hadn't done it for recognition, but kindness seemed to always find a way to return. And this time it came back with tears of gratitude and a chance she hadn't anticipated.